If that is the case, then we forecast that we will not have to replace the service. If we don't replace the service, that will be an additional $4 million of savings for Belize City, and we could put that money into infrastructure, we could put that money into parks and into other priority areas of the city. So we're trying to see if we can hammer out a strategy which would have residents take up greater responsibility and ownership in terms of cleaning their space. Because when you look at the BML contract, that's something that we ought not to pay for. Why would we pay to clean in front of somebody's yard? That property has a landowner, and that landowner should bear responsibility for cleaning that. The reality is that we feel that both contracts are too onerous and it's too costly. We just cannot afford it. You have this adage that you have beer money but wine tastes. I mean, a city can afford to pay for certain services. That's a service that we cannot afford to pay for. And because we've been in litigation and we have outstanding judgments, we know that we can't pay for it. So that we're not saying the new strategy will be easy or will be a smooth transition, but I think that it worth the try to say that let's not renew any contract with these people. Let us see if we can have residents take up this responsibility like what they do now, and we can monitor the situation. We would put in place regulation to ensure that there are penalties, but we would want to, this is why I mentioned that we are starting this discussion now. That contract will not expire until January of next year. So that we have, and our target to commence these discussions and public awareness is March. So that we will have from March to January of next year to raise these things in the public forum, to discuss why we're doing these things, to do public awareness campaign, education campaign, to go into schools and to talk to people about sanitation and the expense of sanitation and what we could do with that money if we didn't have to pay for sanitation. So we're giving us a window. And then also too, within that period of time, we're going to pass legislation that would have penalties.